Picture this: a quiet Caribbean day, a small boat drifting on the tropical sea. Suddenly, it's hit by two strikes. 11 people are killed. This is what happened on September 2, 2025, when the US attacked a Venezuelan boat it had accused of trafficking drugs. The New York Times later reported a critical detail about the strike. The US aircraft had been painted to resemble a civilian plane, with its weapons concealed inside its fuselage rather than mounted under its wings. The term used in international law for this act of ruse is perfidy, which constitutes a war crime under the Geneva Conventions. Perfidy is a ruse of war that crosses a legal line. It involves exploiting the enemy's expectation of protection under the laws of war, only to betray that trust. Acts of perfidy might include misusing protected signs, fighting in the enemy's uniform, and feigning non-hostile relations to gain a military advantage. Deception is allowed in war, but perfidy is prohibited because it is distinct from lawful tactics, such as camouflage, decoys, or misinformation. Perfidy crosses the line into treachery because it abuses good faith, a principle rooted in centuries of war customs. It erodes protections for vulnerable groups, paving the way for parties to refuse surrenders, shoot the wounded, or attack medical facilities. This prohibition has long been recognized in US military doctrine and is included in the US Defense Department's Law of War Manual. Perfidy is not only a modern concept. The myth of the Trojan horse, in which Greek soldiers captured the city of Troy by hiding inside a giant wooden horse presented as a gift to their enemies, is often cited as a classic example of the act. More recently, during the 1990s Bosnian War, Bosnian Serb forces disguised themselves in stolen French UN uniforms and vehicles. They infiltrated a UN post at Sarajevo's Virbanja Bridge, gaining the upper hand against the Bosnian army. In another case in 2000, the USS Cole was bombed in Yemen by a small boat reportedly posing as a civilian vessel, without displaying weapons or hostile intent. So far, no country has been found guilty of perfidy, despite numerous allegations. Might the US be the first?